Everybody, we are back. Friday Night Bryce rolls on with we're gonna play a little bit of Disco Elysium. I don't know if this will be our new every week game, especially because there's not as much voice acting as I thought there was in this. But I'm very excited to try this out. I did play about maybe 20 minutes of this before, just to make sure that it runs on my computer and all that good stuff. And I'm excited to at least try this out a little bit because I've never I kind of get what's going on. I kind of get what's going on with this. What's up, Elysium Feels? So this is a role-playing game, very text-focused role-playing game, but there is a whole map and area. So they've got some archetypes that you can just sort of start off with, but basically you have four main stats: your intellect, how smart you are; your psyche, how emotionally intelligent you are; your physique, which is how strong you are; and motorics, which is how agile you are. So you could like make your own build here. And I think when you create your own, you can pick. You can pick. You can pick bonus skills and stuff. I think I'm gonna just go with one of the archetypes in the game, just because I really still don't have a good sense of what the best one is. So we got the thinker. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, and comes up with original ideas. The sensitive, very psychological and magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose mind. And the physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Why do both of these have to be really, really dumb? I know that there is a murder mystery element to the game, so I think I'm going to go with the thinker. 5 intelligence, only 1 psyche, 2 physique, and 4 in motorics. Okay, yeah. And then we have plus encyclopedia. So we'll just do the dang thing. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Oh, I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allons-y, let's go.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough.
A return trip to the silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Stop, I don't want to hear about anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied
The
nothing.
stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help, someone, cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Encyclopedia, medium success. Somehow you know what it is. A Cupris Kinema motor carriage. It makes the beginning of this game makes non-existence feel just so good. All right, so we've got health, morale, a weird face. So we can his head moves. All right, let's take a look at this bottle. I'm wearing whitey tighties. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. We'll put some pants on. Take pants. Perception, hearing. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. Fish them out. Perception. It says, whirling in rags on the aluminum keyring. There's a single key in the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. Encyclopedia. A challenging success. The Whirling in Rags is a hostile cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers. Hold tab to highlight. Oh, look at that. So, what you've noticed a little bit with perception and encyclopedia a bit is that those characters, these character skills that we have, the way you interact with them in using them is both by random chance. So you see that it'll say success or failure. But it's expressed textually almost as if it's conversational or like it's dialogue. So like when you see encyclopedia come up, then that means the encyclopedia skill is saying this is a bit of trivia or knowledge. If empathy says something, then that's a function of our empathetic self. Reacting to the conversation or environment around us. Let's see. Empty cassette case. It looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Let's take a look over here. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Oh, here we go. A white satin shirt. +1 to conceptualization, -1 to suggestion. Got a mirror here. Mirror. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Conceptualization. Was this not the same Elan that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things? Okay. So conceptualization is, let's see, that would probably be... understand creativity. See art in the world. A special role in what it wants you to play in the world. Not the role of a cop, but of art cop. It enables you to make fresh associations, to delve into world concepts from John Carp's postmodernist carpery to Revachal's arabesque architectural style, Didgeridada, and even the concept of hardcore. And then importantly, to add your own contribution to these works. Okay. Probably not the same. That says logic. A mirror. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. I guess that might be why The portrait here is like it is. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really? Nothing? Really? All recollections of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. Wipe the mirror. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Let's get it over with. Wipe the mirror. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Ooh. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I have no idea why it's there. It just is. Please stop. It's horrible. No, keep making the face. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is this emotion you're trying to convey? It's an expression of pain. It's definitely an expression of pain. You are correct. Encyclopedia. Dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. This is a white check. You may retry it. Oh, success. It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. Drama, success. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Really? Guillaume de Million? Ugh. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air bois de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. Sorry, I did why I felt the needing to add a clicking sound when I make it click click. How long ago was the new? Anything else? Like who I am? Yeah, what about who I am, maybe? You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness, aside from the useless fact that the motor cage outside was a Cupris Canema. Why did I adopt the look? Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you? Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume de Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Alright, I guess that's it. Thought gain Guillaume de Million. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. Alright, we'll let the mirror be for now. Ugh, look at her face. We look like the Joker. Look at the friggin' Joker. I don't know what this is. Like a tie? Thoughts? Thought cabinet? Oh my goodness. These are a lot of thoughts. Oh, wait, what? Internalize. Whatever happened to Guillaume de Le Million, who, with his amber mane and sparkly teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation? While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? Or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new lines of some starlit bois de nuit 20 years ago? Spare a thought for his great ass, too. Or wait, maybe he became a police officer. THC. So, -1 to logic. Sure. Let's just like really gel on that for a long time. Ceiling fan. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One end has a tiny fan, and the other has a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Savoir faire. Grab the tie. Pull on the fan. Pull on the fan. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. There we go. 92%. So savoir faire is your ability to like handle things and grab stuff. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. Pull on the light bulb. Oh, goodness. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Bring it on. Pain threshold. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good. Pull up. Turn them off then. Lights are off again. Oh, I got hurt. I actually got hurt. Jeez. Oh, that tie is bad. Oh, look at that tie. Okay. Hold tab. Oh, here's a shoe. Probably don't need both of them. A green shoe. Left foot. The green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now that remains to find the other shoe. Sure. Alright. I don't see it highlighted anywhere, so. Missing a shoe. Revahol, Special Administration Region, 0 degrees centigrade, black ice warning. Oh, what's this? Oh! Red checks can only be tried once. Failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. Okay. Okay. Where am I? Oh my goodness. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Oh, is that my shoe? Oh shit. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Take my shoe, now I'm wearing my shoes. They may have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly. My man looks like a dang hoe. You look like a bad pimp. Secret task complete. Find your other shoe. Gain experience 10. Composure. There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Conceptualization. Like 2 baby crocodiles. How do they fit? Good. They're balanced, comfy, feel like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. Hey, look at that. I didn't even know we were on a case. That. Electrochemistry. Oh. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Oh, okay. So I guess because we didn't do that one thing, then we can go back and try to do it whenever we want. Alright, let's go back inside. 8:18, day 1. You can sleep after 2100. Sleeping heals all your health and morale. Damn. I guess it only looks like I have a couple of hit points. There's something on the table. Money. Money. La Parbat, 26 degrees centigrade, arid.
Hello, officer.
Oh. The calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Klasha, Miss Orange Disco Dancer. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Perception. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. Conceptualization. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of one too many nights out on the town. Officer. Am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Wait, no. I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? The young woman shakes her head slowly. Conceptualization. Officer could be an artistic statement, a claim to official renown. Officer is my stage name, right? I could see myself as a middling disco artist called the Officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir?
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop? Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Oh, Jesus. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Oh, then could it be because of the drinking? She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. Perception. She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Ugh, no, that's not going to work. All right, I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Reaction speed. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need, the need to ask questions. It's like you've said those words a million times before. She looks right back at you, a light glinting off her eyes. What if I don't want to ask questions? You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions. Wait, I have some questions before you go. Yes? What is it that they have? What is it that they have against the police here? The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough, at least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. Where exactly is here? Where am I? You're in a hostel, sir. No, where are we? Where in the world? We're in Revachol. Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation, half a century after a failed world revolution. She is central to our moment in time. Should that mean something to me? You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties. Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Orange, another part of the world. Hey, Tally. Tell me, is it 51 now? It's 51. What century? The current century. And what's that? What number? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. This is the current one. How many centuries have there been, then? Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. She grins. What's so funny? You're right. Her expression turns serious. There's nothing funny about civilization. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? There was the usual ruckus, she shrugs. Loud disco music. Did I have any visitors? I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over there. She nods towards room 3. Tell me something else. Okay, you can go.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Okay. 8:30. She looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Ooh, new year. I'm good. What do we got here? This is the weekend edition of the satirical paper Trompe le Monde. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. This is weird. Being an amnesiac character. Weird stuff. Music. Summer door closed for the winter. This is where lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Oh. Oh. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. Inland Empire. You should totally sing karaoke here the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. So what is Inland Empire? Psyche. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. The unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. It enables you to grope your way through invisible dimensions of reality, gaining insight into that which can't be seen. What's really going? What do these enigmatic riddles mean for world fate? Okay. My soul is immense, I think. Utterly, and it needs to be heard. Through the PA system. By other people. This goes well with a theory I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, it sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. What should I sing when it comes to it? You should sing the sad small church song from the tape you found. Thought it was obvious. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the crowd going. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. Task can sing karaoke. You would need another copy of the tape first. The one upstairs is destroyed. Okay. So that's just a quest that I got. Sing karaoke. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape and then play it in the boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform. Preferably in the evening. More people are at the bar then. Oh, wow. Okay. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. This is a water cooler. A large bubble has risen to the surface. Yes. Nosifed. Okay, I got some drugs. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. Is it in a cafeteria hostel? Gart, the cafeteria manager. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sidewise glance and then looks down again. Empathy failure. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He is a big fan. Make some small talk. Are you the bartender? No,
I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Oh. Composure. He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject. What's the
I
difference?
have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
He shrugs. Drama. Success. His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something. She just...
So
what?
now you're a cop? Forget it.
Look at the stuffed bird. A competent work of taxidermy, the white and browed seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Encyclopedic success. This is a great squaw. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Iola. Isla. The Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Fucking what? Perception success. The small steel tag says as much. The great squaw. Stercorarius squaw. That's the great squaw, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. You jackass. Hey, I want some food. It's a cafeteria, right? Give me some damn food. Damn food. Inside, you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pennants. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open 16. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Encyclopedia. The theme on this pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes. What are its hallmarks? Clinging to the picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. I'd rather know more about the world of today. The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalist is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows. Okay, get a little bit of world logic, a little bit of world building.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Yeah, I guess so. Kim Kitsuragi, a bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket, is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. Perception success. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer. Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. I don't really know my name, just call me Officer. Invent a name for yourself. Ooh. -1 for partial to the officer. I don't really know my name.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Rhetoric. What he means is he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied. You mean him? Nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I have not.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I can't remember anything. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now, but I have seen officers go through much worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there's a general store nearby, but as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern. Let's get going then. New task, investigate, or interview cafeteria manager, inspect the victim's body. Kim, after you, officer. Logic, success. If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge? Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets. You mean you don't have a badge? You know, we're being honest. We're being smart and we're being honest. It wasn't on me when I woke up. New task, report your badge missing. Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence. Tutorial agent. Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. Thank you, tutorial agent. Auto saving my game. Alright, let's talk to the manager. Guard. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
Kim is about to say something. Let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Oh, Sylvie called.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. New task. Who made the call reporting the crime? Reaction speed. Success. This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here.
What?
From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
Logic success. He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. Right then, questions. I got this. Gart, his face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Rhetoric success. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People may give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted it up on a tree there. And how do we get there then? That's easy. You see that door there? He points to the west. First you exit through that, then to your right you should see a big hole in the fence, a really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys, the hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. Encyclopedia success. This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocent Franco Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind, 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool name came in their wake. They wore lamellar and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous. Why did Sylvie go away? Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. No, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why she left. Ooh, got experience points. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back, and because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that. The lieutenant opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in the small pocket. Thank you, he says. It didn't go well? I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? I have nothing to do with the lynching. Hold on, wait, hold on, let me go back up a little bit. What? Oh, okay. I see. I see. Gets my nerves. Everything has something to do with it. I guess I like to be thorough. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Rhetoric. This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is they if he doesn't know? Before, you said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who did you mean by they? Oh, he's a bit surprised you got that. People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. Who exactly is saying that? Guard. The locals, customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it. Kim. Did the Debardus themselves tell her this, or is this a rumor? Guard. I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. Why would the dock workers lynch this man? Guard. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do. Kim. You mean the strike? Guard. Yes, the strike. He makes little quotation marks with his fingers. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbor company, I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. I have another question. The lieutenant turns... no, that's it. That's all. Gained 30 experience points. Look at that. Eco. Guard. Not so fast. He points to you. You owe me 130 real. What's real? Oh, excuse me. You owe me... Oh, maybe he said real. 130 real. He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent. Real. Encyclopedia success. The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money. Oh, you mean I owe you money. Guard. Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. He points to the red ledger on the counter. What do I owe this place for? Let's see. He dramatically turns a page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me it wasn't you. That'll be 40 real in damages. What? Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll run it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. What is money? What are you, a philosopher? No, I'm just getting my bearings. Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hotel room or, peeks at the ledger, 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? Yes, it is. Counts them out and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. Now I'm down to 90, right? Guard. No, you see, there's a tinge of sadness in his voice. That's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. Okay. The cafeteria manager stands silently looking at the coppers on the counter before him. Conceptualization success. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have. Darkness rides and pick up the coins. It does, doesn't it? Kim. Alright, what happens now? He turns to the lieutenant. Gart turns to the lieutenant. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then... Kim. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home from now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I don't remember where my home is. Officer, a pattern of creases appears on his forehead. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We'll have to get this investigation started now. New task, pay for damages. Gart, the man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Good luck. Asshole. Encyclopedia. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. I really don't remember. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Near? South, maybe? You really don't know, don't you? I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless? South maybe doesn't really sound like anywhere you can stay if you've run out of money. Homocop, no! Can I trace my way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building? Thought gamed. Lonesome long way home. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. So we could... lonesome lone way home. Temporary research... Oh, I get a temporary bonus to Encyclopedia, definitely. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up, Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scaring little children. Go under the great raised mortar track, the 881, until you reach La Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley down there, your footprints in the mud. Okay. Sure. We got a lot of stuff to do, guys. Alright, folks. Well, let's take a look at this dead body, huh? Oh, maybe she knows something about the body.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
She looks at the lieutenant. The lieutenant nods politely. Reaction speed. Wait, who's Sweetie? Who's Sweetie?
Why? You are, officer.
Oh, I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. Esprit de corps, easy success. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. You seem to be in a chair. Yes, dear, I am a paraplegic. Encyclopedia. A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height or a grenade explosion. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. No problem, she nods, smiling at you from behind her glasses. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything. Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yes, officer, you looked rather dazed, like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. Lena, oh my. It takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? The Whirling in Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys. That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria located? In Revachol? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Her gray eyes widen. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. The city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, right? Yeah, it's the year 973. You're joking. Try again, one more time. What year is it? It's the spring of 51. Oh. That's right, dear. Here's how splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded. Item gained. Kind green ape pen. Composure. Easy success. Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. Lena. Woo! I'm trying to read this, actually. I am actually trying to read this. Trying to read. Lena, I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Democracy, proletariat, fierce warriors, intelligent machines, radios are being used to control people's minds. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Lena, oh sweetie, she smiles a sad smile. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way, other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a special administrative region, led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. Rhetoric. But they still have cops. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Lena, oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. Half-Light. She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged. What is Half-Light? Half-Light. That also... Half-Light. Let the body take control, threaten people. Half-Light is your fight or flight response. It enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. It injects palpable fear into your heart. Fear that urges you act before it's too late to ever act again. Or too late to ever act again. Fear that makes you frighten others. It's the aggression that lets you squeeze every last drop of information out of a witness. Okay. So, how did I do? Lena. You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things, history and places. Reality in a word. It's very odd. Kim, a sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. Lena. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary. So I wouldn't worry too much. Do I want to, like, trouble her with this revolution? I want to know what the revolution is. What's the revolution you mentioned? A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. What does this have to do with there not being any cops? Lena, it has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Who could tell me more? Lena, someone more educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask... She turns to the lieutenant. Kim, no, he says. He looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Lena, of course. She turns to you. And I don't know, someone rich maybe. Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. New task. Get a reality lowdown. Reaction speed success. That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Lena, her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? Ooh. No, that's not good. Right, let's change the subject. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't have any money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask. I've got to get going now. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. Woo! Okay, so we're in Berlin, but instead of one wall, there's three. And there's the Coalition. What other stuff is around here? Oh, that's a person. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Actually, oh, here we go. Here's the sign. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Alright, let's take a look at the body and then we'll talk to this person. Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B. It's a doorbell. We don't need any of this. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Perception. You see a set of tire tracks in brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Visual calculus. Reconstruct the movement. Success. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Started and crashed, reversed, and turned. Some of the rubber stuck to the tires in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there. Then accelerated straight into the fence. Left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry. A car drove through the fence. You say. Kim, you are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city. Is this connected to the case? Kim, I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate. Visual calculus. You should follow the tracks south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time. Got it. Leave. This is cool. This is really cool. You know, we've played plenty of like detective games before, and they're very on rails, and this feels very not on rails. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. What's this child doing? What are you doing, child?
Kono's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. Conceptualization. If there is ever such thing as an ugly child, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, never comfy, Kuno.
Yells the other kid from behind the fence. Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick!
Perception. The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes, and his jaw is twitching, as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. Oh, wait. Hold on. What does that mean? The kid is obviously high. Stop getting high on my crime scene.
Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthful.
Ugh.
The shit himself!
Ugh, caramba.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kono know what a rake is? Kono's not a gardener!
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
Ay, caramba. Rhetoric. The language these kids are using, pure unfederated id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures. I don't have time for this. Look at the body. The hanged man. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. Look down. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Kim, active decay. The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging. Kuno S. He's about to blow. The cop's going to blow, Kuno. Turn away. This kid's ladder is rickety, but climbable. The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Someone is trying to grow herbs in the warehouse, in the greenhouse. Perception. There are several footprints in the mud left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Get an exact count. Success. A visual calculus. Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Go over them one by one. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. Standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Wait, which is it? You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the parts apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. Number 5, another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. So I think Number 44 is the size. Number 6, an aberration. Light as air, even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41. Male or female? Impossible to tell. Could have also been an adolescent. The gait is underdeveloped. Count the rest. 7, the glowing outline of standard work boot number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8, and yet another standard work boot number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Kim, how many? The lieutenant has been tracking your eye movements. 8. I was pretty off then. I counted 20. The same guys are going back and forth. Kim, I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. He points at his glasses. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? Light step, number 41 shoe. A woman or a kid? I don't think there's any way to be sure. Understood. Anything else? Point. A heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint. 200, he thinks for a moment. Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be dead man? Visual calculus. He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely. Maybe it was a giant. Maybe it wasn't? You're right. It probably wasn't. It could have been an extremely obese person. From here, the boots the victim wears, the lieutenant stops mid-sentence. A sudden change in wind direction blows the stench of rotting meat right in your face. He tries to continue. Perception. It's bad. Very bad. Before you can heave, the wind changes directions again, the greenhouse plastic flapping in its gust. Kim. He appears to be wearing some kind of armored boots. I can't see any exotic prints here. His face muscles twitch. Someone had to carry him. Are any of the other prints deep enough? No. An obese person is becoming less likely. One of them was carrying him over. Possibly. Yes. The lieutenant marks something down in his notebook. Logic. But why? You're thinking, why did they have to carry him? Kim. Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just marched him up to the gallows. Maybe the victim wasn't conscious? Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for further future consideration. What else do you see? An aberration. One sole is smoother than the other. Interesting. Let's name it the odd sole. Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant? Kim. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. He thinks for a second. Or maybe a drummer? So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We're not looking for a drummer. He raises an index finger. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right sole before the left. The accelerator is on the right. Nod thoughtfully. We should keep our eyes around the traffic jam, see whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? Yes, prudent. The lieutenant writes this down. How old do you think these tracks are? Kim, a week maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided by the caller who reported the hanging. Visual calculus. It is not impossible. How do you know? Kim, I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Revachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before the day of his hanging was the last warm day. Visual calculus. Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago. What do you think happened here? Kim. What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing this direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching. Visual calculus. Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Logic. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. I think we have a firm understanding of what happened here. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself. Either way, he concludes. What else? We've been through all of it. Autosave, autosave.
Yes?
Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Would you say this is a mysterious case? Kim. The lieutenant considers your question a moment. Before answering, no, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for the corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? Kim, there was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was. I guess that settles it then. Anything else? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... He considers the phrasing. A pissing competition. What do you mean? You don't know? His eyes narrow. I assumed you were in on it. I don't remember being in on anything. That's good. Tell me about it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. New take. New task. The pissing competition. Alright, and let it go. Kim, was there anything else you wanted to know? That's fine for now. Okay, nothing. Got a box here. Folks, we got a box. And some money. And magnesium. Sure. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Locked here. Pile of Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of roofing material. Eternite. What is this? Perception sight. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? Success. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. Pull the panels aside. There it is. You see a shabby little door. Oh. 5 experience points. We're getting some good points. Look at that. We got lots of points. Kim, what is this then? A tool shed? He peeks inside. Let's investigate. Let's. This is really neat. I am really digging this. The writing is very cool, and this world is interesting to say the least. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Electrochemistry. Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. Kim, the lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. Rhetoric. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. Kim. Perhaps not? He looks at you. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, he points to the ladder. See the ladder there? There's probably another way into the industrial harbor now. A secret path the local kids use. The poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Money! Look at that. We got 1 down, 129 to go. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. An empty tube of magnesolum magnesium supplement.
Yes?
No. Okay, let's take the ladder. Oh, okay. I missed that. Yeah, this is a really interesting way to handle, like, the senses. Emotion. That was really cool. These barrels are half full with rainwater. Oh, there's a way up. Restoration pillars keeping the ruins together. Postcard, Grand Coron 37. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Okay. New box. Nosafed. Almost $1 entire dollar. Over $1 entire dollar. Got a door here. Oh, policeman cloak. Looks like someone left this tarpaulin cloak hanging from the railing here. Perception sight. When the wind ruffles the coat, you can see most definitely a white rectangle on its back. You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak. Kim. Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. He judges the drop. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in the day. Ugh, that don't make sense. Look around. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over in the container yard. Interfacing. That machine is the Kvalsund 1020 HK. Kvalsund 1020 HK, point at the crane. Kim. Is it? He looks at you, impressed. Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. It is a large crane, look at it. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. What exactly are we doing up here? Kim. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. He looks around, wind rustling his hair. Or it could be we're just exploring. Let's try it. 42%? Let's try it. Oh, shit! As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Don't close your eyes, you're jumping, dude. Continue the voyage through the salty air. Woo! Savoir-faire. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline. Kim, I knew you could do it, the lieutenant explains. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now. Savoir-faire. With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in. Get my jacket, Let's wear it. A police cloak made from hairy Toplerin should be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. The signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garments black. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Collecting rainwater. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Night Watchman's booth. This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads Rene Arnaud. Kim, I'm going to take a quick look inside. Kim, if you must. But please hurry. We're pretty easy to spot up here. Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Take the picture. Item gained, photo of a happy couple. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed as a Royal Carabiner uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera. Kim, why did you take that? The lieutenant asked, glancing at the photo. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence. Fine, he nods. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here. So, okay, so I don't think I can go down there. All around you, great machines and quiescence. In quiescence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under the snow. Okay. Are we, like, in danger? Like, do we need to be stealthy right now? Oh, you see a faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. Health goods. Almost $1 entire dollar. Kvalsund means whale fjord in Arden. So that's kind of where we can go here. Damn, this crane is big. Look around. Oh, the shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The musk of the oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. That thing is locked. Can't look at that. Give me money, give me $1. Industrial-sized thermos smells like burnt coffee. Ooh. Don't forget to click the orbs around your head. They have surprises. Surprises, eh? The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. Oh. Oh, this man is big. Everard Clare. Before you was a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. Composure, with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled. Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite his giant
I'm
desk.
Everard Clare, head of the Debargeurs Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair. Oh, you called me Mr. Dubois.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Composure, success. He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. Esprit de corps. Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Inland Empire. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name. I'd rather
Please,
stay.
Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat, I insist.
Fine, whatever.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debargeurs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your
Oh,
backside.
by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners. It pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely, comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. Perception. Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it. Ooh. Ooh. I don't even know this person. I'm gonna start taking money from this guy? This guy who won't stand up, who makes me sit in this awful, awful chair? Oh. I know we need the real, but... Take the comically large check, but don't say it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No, it's cool. You've got integrity.
Cool? Wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager, but sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun. Lost gun. Lost gun.
Oh no, my morale. Is that gonna kill me? Oh shit! Volition. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them up all. It's eating them all up now. Conceptualization. Success. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? I'm done. No one even likes cops. Kim. Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred, he says with a half smile. Volition. Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Wait. Did I just die? Oh no! Wait, no! Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking, and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman!" When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. It's because the Furos lost that match. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. No. Bull crap. So I guess there's a little bit of, because I do have them. I have some stuff that makes me feel better. My lost gun. Ugh. We're all the way back here. Did we autosave like way? No, that was the other day. Ah, damn it. How far back is this? Like. Okay. Damn it. How do I get this thing off, though? How do I...
Yes?
I think you should know I can't remember anything. No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even. Yeah, everything. Have you tried concentrating on something else that other than your personal affairs? But I'm afraid this is a but I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? New task, end of day briefing with Kim. Fine, we should get through the day first. Off hours begin at 21. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Fine, let it be. Focus on other people's problems, not your own. That is the relief. Alright. So we did this, we died a kid. Hey little girl.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions. Take another step.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
Perception. You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence. I feel like I'm missing something here. We need to get this body down. Trash container. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of grass. Why is the trash container talking to me? How do I get the lock open? Kim, we could try using a pry bar, or there's one in my motor carriage, or Lieutenant. Kim, or we could ask the key from the manager in the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. Logic. He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea. The R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. This is the logo of the municipality of Revachol. Let's talk to this kid again. Kid, you got anything?
Cash, you see I'm throwing rocks?
You gonna hang out? I'm not an arc.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit! Fucking entrapment shit!
Reaction speed. Success. Fast. This kid's got street smarts. Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He throws another rock.
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Hand-eye coordination. Success. The kid moves his hand like a basketball player dribbling fast. The body, what do you know? About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard? Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? The ladder. Ever climb it? Points to the ladder at the tree. Look at that fucking shit, he screeches. You trying to get Kuno killed? So you would say the ladder is unclimbable. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat. Kim. The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook. Kuno S. It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno. What's in the greenhouse over there? Dunno, he shrugs. Kipt asked Gardner used to work there. Encyclopedia. Kipt is a pejorative used to describe people of the South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore. The gardener used to work there? Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. He fills his lungs with the rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. Shit's nothing to Kuno. You mean the young woman by Whirling in Rags, that gardener? Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit. He looks you in the eye and nods, as if agreeing with himself. Yeah, her. Logic. What does she do in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Encyclopedia. Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden bed. I should ask her about that. New task, ask the gardener about gardening in March. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious. The trash container. Don't be worrying about Kuno's shit, pig. Someone might have stashed something in there. Maybe there's even a lead. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno? The ladder. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else. The body, what do you know about it? Shitload, pig. What's your question? Kuno S. Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Reaction speed. This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop-like questions. Like a cop. Do you know how I got up there? Kuno. Probably climbed? Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. So you didn't see it happening. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. He puffs himself. Kuno wasn't regional. Okay, where did you go then? I don't know, some fucking... He looks around trying to come up with something. Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Encyclopedia. There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel. That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist. Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to? Kuno asks, don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame. Kuno, it's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it, and it's not lame. Lame. That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off of Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that. Logic success. It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case. Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Kuno asks, yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Do you know who he was? Kuno's fuck gimp, he picks up a rock. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. Drama. He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know. So you don't know anything. Kuno knows all kind of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make Kuno sting to the popophone. Something else. I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, pig! The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. Logic, success. It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield. Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation? Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. He seems offended. Don't throw that book shit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book. Kuno asks, watch out, Kuno. He's going to try to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm. Oh, God. The sound gets louder as the child starts at the windows overlooking the yard. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape! Help! The boy joins in. He's got the Kuno. Help! Oh, my God. Reaction speed success. Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before... I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, get out of here before Kuno beats the shit out of you. Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you up. Bang! Get fucked by Kuno, you hear him say as you walk away. We alright. You want to get fucked again? Come back. Bye. Okay, so... a little bit more about Kuno. I would like to get the body down. We'll try for this. Try to let go of your nose without throwing up. Oh, total eye failure. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, the more insistent and more familiar than anything you expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within. Let it out. You let it out. Puking at the scene of a crime. Ugh. Endurance. You feel a great force wringing you from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out burst by burst, till a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. Perception smell. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab. Fucking course. Corpse. Kim. The lieutenant hands you a blue checkered handkerchief. Keep it, he says. Thanks. Wipe your mouth. Item gained, lieutenant's handkerchief. Kim. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You should get some ammonia to clear your head. You think ammonia would help? If you can handle the headache, he nods. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. But not you. I can't handle the headache. Where do we get ammonia from? There's Freak nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, he points to the greenhouse. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling and rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell. Logic. Pretty clever. Tutorial agent. Having the ammonia is a modifier to the endurance check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them. Okay. Alright. Get ammonia. Okay, so I guess we need to deal with the smell before we deal with before we get the body down. Okay, well, let's go back inside, talk to the manager, and see if we can get the trash key. The union thing, that didn't seem to really... I'm not even ready to deal with that. But let's go inside and talk to the manager. Hey, Battery, how's it going? Oh, there's someone here. Who is this? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, Wild Pines, encircled by a logo of a tree. Interfacing. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. Sleeping dock worker. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. Pick up the pills. Gained magnesium. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. You've just picked up medicine. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen, above your character portrait. Click the plus icon to heal your morale if you have morale damage. Inspect a piece of plastic on his carabiner. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. Oh, we can steal that. We can steal that. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. Your fingers find their way into the shackle. Flicking open its spring-loaded gate, the metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. And the man? The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. Does the lieutenant see me? No. He's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully. We need the ID. We should get the ID, I guess. Steal the document. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Visual calculus, just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. Let's swipe through the pocketbook and take what's inside. Oh, we got $5. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. It seems like this woman's lived centuries ago. The note says, 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Electrochemistry. Yum yum, money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee. Close the carabiner. The sleeping dock worker has little say about your actions. He remains silent. Okay, there's an autosave. Let's talk to the manager about that.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags. Thank you for clearing that up, Kim. Kim, thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out, that's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company. Kim, I thought as much. And you're the only partner with access to the trash container? Great. Garta. Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. Rhetoric. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. I wonder what this feeling is. Prod at him and find out. No, we need those keys. What do you need them for? Kim, it concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. Item gained key to the trash container. Guard. He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. I've seen something at the Whirling, Gart. A thing I need to talk about. He rolls your eyes. What thing? I saw a sign that said I couldn't go in the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. But there may be something pertinent to the investigation. He rolls his eyes. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... He changes his mind. Fine, okay. The kitchen should close until 13 because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. I saw a sign that said this mess hall is reserved for the union. Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come in here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. When they're good customers, they place big orders and always pay on time. New task, find out who is in the Union box. Kim, he gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? Kim, we don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks towards the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Logic success. There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear that you got that. There's something else. Reaction speed. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, so we can check out the kitchen later. Who is the gardener? I don't think we actually met the gardener.
Hello again, sweetie.
Gotta go. Oh, I guess we need to go to the car, too. Oh, man. I wonder how big this map is. I haven't really, explored much beyond what we've already seen here. Oh, maybe this is her, with a wheelbarrow. That makes sense.
The RCM in Martinez? What can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions. What is in the south? Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. What is on the other side of the canal? Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. Where am I? What do you mean? Just tell me where we are, okay? We're in Martinez, sir. She looks around. The center section is called Roundabout North, I think. What is up in the north? There's a pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, more tenements. Not a lot, really. What's in the east? The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't really follow local politics. She shrugs. A fruit store, too. And what's in the west? She looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There's some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. Thanks. She's very well composed. Back straight. My partner told me you might have ammonia. Can I have some? Gained ampule of ammonia. Sure, I'm done with it. She takes a small capsule out of the breast pocket and hands it to you. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March? Gardener. Well, she points to her wheelbarrow, surprised at the question. This might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma told me. She smiles shyly. Drama. Success. Yes. Think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Visual calculus. 83%. +1 to disingenuous grandma. Squint your eyes and look at her intently. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? The traffic jam? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you. Are you by any chance keeping an eye on us? Gardener. No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. She looks towards the yard and her expression clears. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? He kept saying he can't say a sentence without F or kipped. He's always giving me trouble. I was talking to him, yes. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you. She shakes her head. Kim, you've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you? The lieutenant intervenes, looking at her intently. Gardener, yes, I'm tired. Kim, I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us. There's a silence, the smallest of smiles. Kim, that's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. The lieutenant nods at you. I think we're done here. Let's go. Yeah. Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove. Interfacing. If there's a corpse, then you're gonna need those gloves for the autopsy. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves? Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you. Okay. We got something here. Is this his car? Copris Kinema. Before you see in the motor carriage, the bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine in the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. Logic success. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Cupris Kinema motor carriage. Open the door. In the cabin, you're welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and a soft glow of fuel preheater gauge. The scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. Pick up the radio. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows with a feline eye, and then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. Alice. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Kim Kitsuragi. Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Composure. Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times. Hello, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Under the green Prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something to report. Just a second, officer. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar. Jules Padieu. 10-2-10-5, this is 41st. Come in, over. Encyclopedia. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code. 10-4, Station 41, I've got urgent business, over. 10-4, 10-5, what's your status? Over. Just reporting in, over. 10-18, state your message, sir. I need to report my badge missing. 10-9, over. My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need a 10-22 the captain, over. Jean Vicmar. Is it him? A dry voice asks in the background. What does he want? Jules. Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Say nothing. Chester McLean. Who lost his badge? Jean. Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and Lost Identity. Encyclopedia. Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Authority. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Come on, operator. Tell them to stop. This is serious. Jules. He's asking you to stop. Says this is serious. Jean. Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge. Jules. Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with. Proceed. Task completed. Report your missing badge. Level up. New task. Track down your badge. Jules. 10-4. I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Chester. Fuck me. Mac. Come here. You got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. Mac Torson. What's going on? Chester. Super cop here lost his badge. Mac. He lost his what now? Jean. His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. I shouldn't have called this in the least. Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment? Jules. He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge. Mac. Why did he find it? The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter. Jules. Sergeant Torson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over. You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this. Say nothing. He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. You can hear laughter in the background. Enough. I have other things to discuss. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him, the speaker grasps for air. Ask him if he lost his gun, too. The room roars with laughter. Sergeant Tarson also wants to know if you lost your gun, too. Over. Half-light, success. Check your pockets. Check it. Holy fuck, you don't know where it is, do you? Oh god, it's not here. Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone. 10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. Ooh, convince them that you didn't lose your gun. Ooh. Lying over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth, and then it becomes it. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. He says he didn't. Thank God for that, says John. That would have been a nightmare. I didn't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it. New task, track down your gun. Jules, we're all glad to hear you have not lost your gun, officer. Do you need further assistance? I'm in dire need of financial assistance. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have authority to grant your request, but... John, what does he want now? He's asking for money. Is he fucking kidding? I don't think he is. Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all. Alright, the operator turns back to you. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. Please, I'm begging you. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight. He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep. Well, I guess he better track down the case before sundown then. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. It is paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that. Request denied, sir. Over. Okay. Fuck. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. Okay. 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over. Success for rhetoric. Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. I need information, not fear. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. 10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. The radio operator inquires again. Hold on. Are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. I wanted to know if you've got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, and date of birth. What? What is it? He's still on the line? Jules, he wants to verify the information on his badge. Mac, but of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of Revacholian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over. Any news about my, family? 10, excuse me, sir? Over. I just thought you might have heard of them, that's all. No, sir. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't good on that front. Over. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. 10-9, repeat message? I didn't get that. Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. Alright, let's wrap this up. Understood, sir. Over. 10-10. Transmission completed. Standing by. Over. Fuck. Oh, fuck, man. Alright, hey, we're gonna take, like, a 5-minute break, so I can rest my voice. But we will be back with more Disco Elysium in about 5 minutes.